Welcome to the McGregor Family Farmstead, where we enjoy working together to produce delicious, nourishing food on a budget. Today I'm going to work on making a batch of butter. Once you've skimmed your cream, the next step is to warm your cream up. I like to have a container of warm water to warm my cream up in. Please note that you don't want to start out with hot water. Otherwise, you may risk cracking your jar because of the sudden temperature change. So this water is just moderately warm. I will put the cream in there and let it warm up for a bit. You do want to heat your cream up substantially, at least to room temperature. I'd say slightly more than room temperature is better, but you don't want to heat it up so fast that you cause your jar to crack by too sudden of a temperature change. So often I will add a mesophilic starter culture to my cream during the beginning of the warming process in order to make it cultured butter. I think this improves the flavor as well as enhancing the nutritional benefits. However, you don't have to do that step. It's totally up to you. I have looked high and low for the large feed chute that goes to this blender, and it was here just a few days ago. I cannot find it anywhere in my kitchen. So that means we get to do things the old-fashioned way. Now, thankfully, we just have a small batch of butter. Normally, I like to do maybe 3 quarts at a time, and I'll blend it all in here, the same afternoon. Hopefully, my large feed chute will turn up. Sometimes my sweet little helper helps to organize things out of existence, so I just won't worry about it too much. I'll just keep my eyes out for it. Until then, we get to make butter the old-fashioned way. Now that our jar of cream isn't cold anymore, I'm going to speed up the process of warming it up a bit. We have our nice, warm jar of cream, and I'm going to begin shaking away. So this is fantastic. After just about 8 minutes or so of vigorously shaking my cream, we're already seeing grains of butter forming. It really helped that our jar was only about halfway full to start out with, and also that the cream was pretty warm. This is what the cream is looking like so far. It's looking really thick. It's about ready to turn into butter. Some of the milk that I used was given to us from another farm, and you'll end up with lighter butter if your cows are eating more hay and less fresh green grass. So anyway, it's a little wetter than I'm used to. I'd say this is about the color of our winter butter, like butter in January. Now, since I got my cream so warm before I shook it up to help speed up the whole butter making process, I'm going to actually add some ice cubes to help cool it down now so that the flat globules will stick together better during the washing process. Now that I've added several ice cubes to my jar of cream that's just about butter, I'm going to shake it up a little more. And we have some beautiful butter. I'm going to pour it off and begin the process of washing it. So I have a clean metal pan. It's a medium size. I'm going to pour off the buttermilk and the butter. So it's definitely not my preferred method for doing a large batch of butter, say 3 quarts of cream, but for 1 quart of cream it definitely works. Now I'm going to take a spatula, try to get the butter to stick together as much as possible. Now I still think that the temperature is a little on the warm side, so I went ahead and added several more ice cubes just to cool it down, help it stick together better. A couple of the advantages to using a jar as opposed to a blender to make butter are, number one, you have fewer dishes to wash. You just basically have your jar and your equipment for washing the butter. And number two, your arms get a great workout. And pour the buttermilk off. You can also line your jar with some buttermilk if you're worried about losing too much of your butter in the buttermilk. But I didn't do that this time. I usually reserve my buttermilk to make pancakes or bread or biscuits, or if it's cultured buttermilk, I'll even make cottage cheese with it. I rarely throw my buttermilk out, so it's got so many uses. You can also feel free to salt your butter. That is what we prefer. Some people like to leave their butter unsalted, but we like to add salt to our butter. And here's our finished product. I will transfer it to the fridge for cold storage, and we'll probably use it up within a week. I do also freeze my butter quite a bit, so that's definitely something you can do if you have enough to do that with. And a pat of butter is delicious on some fresh buttermilk waffles.